The School for Good and Evil is a 2022 fantasy film based on the 2013 novel of the same name. The film follows the story of Sophie and Agatha, two best friends who are sent to the schools for good and evil. After their fortunes are seemingly reversed, their friendship is put to the test. Before we begin, please subscribe, like, and share. We really appreciate your support. Let's begin. Long ago, twin brothers Rian and Raphael founded the School for Good and Evil, created to groom fairy tale heroes, called Evers, and villains, called Nevers, respectively. Dissatisfied with evil's constant submission to good, Raphael attacks Rian using blood magic, forcing the latter to throw the former off a cliff, presumably killing him. Years later, in the village of Gavalden, best friends Sophie and Agatha learn about the legendary school from the bookshop owner. While the cynical, misfit Agatha is skeptical, fairy tale-obsessed Sophie leaves a letter for the school at a tree, hoping to escape ordinary village life and become a princess. A few nights later, Sophie attempts to run away from Gavalden in secret. When Agatha finds out and tries to intervene, a giant stimp suddenly snatches up both, flying them to the school. To their dismay, however, Agatha is dropped at the school for good, while Sophie is delivered to the school for evil. Agatha protests, wishing to return to Gavalden, while Sophie wants to transfer to the school for good. At the welcoming ceremony, Agatha and Sophie meet Tedros, the son of King Arthur, and the most popular ever prince. In the library, Raphael manifests to Agatha, warning her to stay away from Sophie. Agatha reunites with Sophie, and they seek out the schoolmaster Rian and the magical Storian pen. Rian informs Sophie he'll only allow her to switch schools if she can prove herself an Ever by attaining true love's kiss. Sophie casts Tedros as her true love and enlists Agatha's help. Meanwhile, Agatha and Sophie struggle in their respective classes and are outcast by their peers. Agatha witnesses as another student, Gregor, is punished for repeated failure and transformed into a stymph. Though Agatha tries to help him, Tedros leaps in to defend her and unknowingly kills Gregor with Excalibur. When Agatha lashes out and insists she does not belong at the school, Everdeen Clarissa Dovey argues her selfless, empathetic personality makes her the first true princess in a long time. Meanwhile, Sophie gets into an argument and is attacked by Hester, another student, causing Raphael to intervene as a wasp swarm. Neverdeen Leonora Lesso interprets this as Sophie's unique potential for finally winning a victory for evil, something thought impossible for centuries. When Sophie tries to get close to Tedros, Lesso cuts her hair to break her spirit. Under Raphael's influence, Sophie undergoes a radical change in both appearance and personality, gaining the favor of the Nevers, befriending Hester and her friends, and rising to the unofficial position of leader of the School for Evil's student body. Though she diverges from Agatha, the latter still tries to aid Sophie by using magic to bring her and Tedros together. An Ever and a Never being together causes chaos between both schools. Rian determines a trial by tale to settle the issue. At the trial, Sophie ends up proving inept in defending herself and Tedros, prompting and infiltrating Agatha to save him in her stead. This results in Tedros ultimately rejecting Sophie for choosing self-preservation over him, with the prince starting a relationship with Agatha. Convinced by Raphael that Agatha is her enemy, Sophie accepts his offer of blood magic. Sophie incapacitates Dovey, Lesso, and the other school staff and crashes the Evers ball, now physically transformed into a hag, threatening Agatha and goading Tedros into attacking the school for evil. However, by attacking, the Evers break the law of good defends, evil attacks. As a result, the Nevers and Evers magically switch places and a violent battle breaks out. With the Evers and Nevers having reconciled and the school staff restored, and they greatly decided to unite the two schools into one, a portal to Gavalden opens. Agatha kisses Tedros before choosing to cross over with Sophie, returning to their old lives. However, an arrow and a mysterious knife pierce the veil between worlds, with Tedros pleading he needs Agatha. The Storian then states that this is only the beginning. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell us in the comments if you liked it. Also, please like and subscribe the channel for more entertaining content.